We give you a news headline, and you will guess the missing word or phrase. When you know the answer, just blurt it out, and if correct, keep track of your winning points in your head, with a pen, or with a counter. Quiz questions are worth 1 point. However, the 5th and 10th questions are genius-level questions, are extremely difficult, and as such are worth 3 points each. So if you get any of these quiz questions correct, consider yourself very clever indeed. Washington Post. Trump privately said to donors it will be tough for Republicans to keep blank. The answer is Senate. Trump's comments were made at a closed-door gathering held in Nashville, Tennessee, before the last presidential debate, according to the Post, where he said that he thinks the GOP will take back the House. Former President Barack Obama on Saturday laced into President Donald Trump, describing his successor as a thin-skinned blank. The answer is bully. Obama turned the screws on Trump for a second time in 4 days after making his debut on the campaign trail earlier this week at a pair of events in Philadelphia. Apple, Google and a deal that controls the blank. The answer is Internet. Apple and Google are joined at the hip even though Mr. Cook has said Internet advertising, Google's bread and butter, engages in surveillance of consumers, and even though Steve Jobs, Apple's co-founder, once promised thermonuclear war on his Silicon Valley neighbor when he learned it was working on a rival to the iPhone. The blank has confirmed that 50 countries have ratified a UN treaty to ban nuclear weapons, triggering its entry into force in 90 days. The answer is United Nations. This is a move hailed by anti-nuclear activists but strongly opposed by the United States and the other major nuclear powers. Blank film No Time to Die explored $600 million sale to streaming services. The answer is James Bond. The film's release has been postponed multiple times, with the Daniel Craig vehicle moving back to November before being pushed into 2021 as the number of coronavirus cases kept growing. Lee Kun-hee, who made South Korea's blank a global powerhouse, dies at 78. The answer is Samsung. Lee, who was 78, grew the Samsung Group into South Korea's biggest conglomerate and became the country's richest person. But he was also convicted of bribery and tax evasion, and he and the empire he built were vilified for wielding huge economic clout, and for opaque governance and dubious transfers of the family wealth. Delta puts 460 passengers on blank list for refusing to wear masks. The answer is no fly. Wearing a mask is among the simplest and most effective actions we can take to reduce transmission, which is why Delta has long required them for our customers and our people, Delta CEO Ed Bastian said in a letter to staff. This week, Tesla TSLA-1.2% released a very limited beta of what Elon Musk has referred to as feature complete full blank to a chosen subset of their early access customers. The answer is self-driving. It also announced a $2,000 increase in the price of the FSD in the Future package it sells today to car owners, giving them access to this software when it's ready. The blank is back. But it's a much different truck than it used to be. The answer is Hummer. General Motors revealed the new all-electric GMC Hummer EV Tuesday night, officially bringing back the Hummer name after a decade. Hummer had been known for making large, rugged off-road capable SUVs and trucks that were often criticized for burning lots of gas. This Hummer pickup truck, however, will burn no gasoline at all. Blanks canceled their nearly 160-year-old tradition of hosting Santa Claus in their Midtown Manhattan store because of COVID-19. The answer is Macy. More than 250,000 people typically shuffle through the store's elaborate Santaland each Christmas season, but the close quarters of the attraction have rendered it impossible in the age of social distancing, according to the Associated Press.
Thank crikey I have my AiTrivia game to play every morning. Make it a habit and subscribe now, and you too can start your day with 10 minutes of great fun. And you just might learn something. See you again tomorrow.